Guys, this is Christ once again. It's about history of the gaming consoles. Now, I've owned them, but I don't have them on me right now, consoles. But we all played the console, the Atari. 2600, 5600, stuff like that. That was a revolutionary console. That was the first console made for home use. Parents were scared of their kids going out there in the arcades back in the 80s. Yeah, the 80s. Even the 80s were a cool time. So sickos and weirdos running around. And that being said, though, they were the first ones that had home console gaming. Promise graphics like the arcades didn't even bother. Pac-Man was a generic use of Pac-Man. Square pellets weren't real pellets. Pac-Man looked like a broken machine, where it went up and curled in, where it didn't go up and down more like when it went like this type of functionality kind of crap. I still remember to this day, and it horrified me, made me mad. Then you give me E.T. It's the worst game ever. The worst games. Outside of Aquaman and Steel Battalion with the Kinect, it's one of the top 3. The trifecta of doom. Anyway. If you played the game, you know what I mean. Never played the game, you probably wouldn't care because the game is useless. It was an Alien E.T. Watched the movie, great movie. It's a game that you had to hide from a scientist. All you did was run around as E.T. as an alien. Scientists sure find you. That was it. Pretty much is. You had holes. You fell down, you go back up again. Or you fall too far, you can die. It's really a dumb game. It's just so bad that they destroyed them, buried them in the ocean, or whatever they did with them. But they did something with them. Many years ago, they did stuff like that. They buried them. Then they had competition called the Activision. Activision was a pro software company that made games. Again, I software, but a game company. Just like Atari. They wanted to compete with the home console market too. So around 82, 83, they came out with the Activision. It's probably earlier than that. But Activision and Atari were like the Microsoft, Sony of that time. They butted heads all the time. They had more. They had more press against each other than anything else. It says, don't do this, do the Activision. And it showed Activision a little better, I thought it was. Design-wise. Maybe it was as a sense that it was actually a gaming console as well, too. Had a little better graphics, but the Activision was a better name. I mean, Atari a better name than Activision. So obviously, that was actually a haiku in Activision. But then again, it came Kiss of Death too, because Nintendo came out in 85, 86 and kind of plastered them as being the old grandpa listen to the old 40s swinging band type of thing, that they were considered the old cat in the block, the old dog that needed to lay down and go away, lay down and die. So, but hold that later on in this discussion. I played both of them. And they're great. But both in good systems. You talk about Activision nowadays, kids like, oh, it's Call of Duty, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, and that's all they know. They don't know anything about the console. They don't care. It's about Call of Duty. It's all it is. Call of Duty. You know, that's all they care about. Like EA, Electronic Arts, it's about sports, but it's about Battlefield too. So it goes without saying though. Then you had things came along with Nintendo. Nintendo was a good company. They actually made toasters and irons. You know, they made furniture, kind of appliances before they made game systems, consoles. The Mario of today is pretty much Mario of today. The only bad thing is with Mario, they kind of played out. And Zelda came out, good games. On the NES, on Nintendo Entertainment System, or in the NES. Don't get Super NES and NES two different systems. The S means Super NES, means even more powerful. The 8-bit cartridge is pretty good. The games, if he had to blow it, like if he had to blow into them, take a Q-tip and clean the component off to read the game, then you are truly a gamer. If not, then get lost. It's not for you. Coming from there, you had Zelda. Well, you had Zelda 2. I mean, telling you. Especially with a side-scrolling game at the time. First Zelda is pretty cool because you moved around up down in the real world. It's a first open world game. I think it was. And I feel it was first open role-playing game out there. On a console. Take that. PC Master Race. But it was a game console that was good. Zelda is good. Zelda 2 was a little better. They came out with more Zelda games, and it wasn't a bad game at all. There's only two I remember playing: Zelda and Zelda 2. Both good games, both hard games, but fun nonetheless. Then did games like Duck Hunt. Oh man, with the little gun that my brother broke and got mad. So a good game though. That was a good game. Man. Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2. I don't think 3 came out that early. I know the Lost Levels came out. Super Mario All Stars run. Well, I'm gonna tell you later on. But 1 and 2, I know I played 1 and 2 on there. I think 3 was on there, but we didn't get that until later on. I don't think we got that at all on the Nintendo. Oh man, good games. Frogger was a good game on there. Now, moving on to Super NES. Games on there were awesome. You had games like Mortal Kombat on there. You had Super Mario Brothers, of course. Super Mario World. Super Mario All-Stars was the game that had everything. Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3, and Lost Levels and some other things. Lost Levels were 9-1 to like almost level 10, and they're lost levels that they could have picked up on the NES if you had enough money or knew where to look on them. Games like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter came on the Super NES. A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past came out on there. Good game as well too. Best one I ever played. Like I said though, it helped expand the almost like MMO. It wasn't really an MMO, but it felt like it at the time. You had Dr. Mario. You had I had a history of Mario kind of game where you learned history with Mario. It's kind of weird. You had like a Super Mario Brothers, like a Final Fantasy type of Super Mario Brothers, where you hit. And it's pretty. That was the best one of all of them. I can't remember what it's called. It's took a page out of Final Fantasy where you hit them and jump back and they hit you. And it's a role playing game. It was fun. Damn, a lot of games, a lot of good times. But see, I got backtracked because I actually had a Sega Master System that had Rambo on it. A couple games on there, so backtracked to Super NES. Sorry, guys. Then after that, we didn't get a Sega Genesis. This console I received was a PlayStation 1. No, it was a Dreamcast. Sega Dreamcast. It's thinking. Great games. 18-wheeler. Soul Calibur. I mean, system was good. It was the first system that had online play. It was slow, but it had online play. Had a modem built into it. I think an AT&T modem in there. If you saw it, it's white. It has four little connectors. Had the connectors. It had the a digital save card that went on top of the controller. Play games like Crazy Taxi. Ooh, Crazy Taxi. 18-wheeler, Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2. Man, some great titles on there. But unfortunately, Sega kind of went in a toilet after that. Console-wise, I think they were trying to make the Dreamcast 2 and then went on the toilet by PS2. PS1, I had that, 96. Played tons of games, especially Raw vs. SmackDown. Die Hard trilogy, Mortal Kombat trilogy. Here's a little code for you guys. If you're still playing Mortal Kombat trilogy, let's say you played it inside like in PS2 or PS1, especially in the PS2, you can play PS1 games on there. Hold down the R1, R2, L1, L2, and press up on the control pad in the options menu. Go to options, and there's different things, and there's a question mark right in the middle. Let's say this is the options. Right in the middle of the options is a question mark right then and there. That question mark has hidden stuff. I'll tell you how to get there. You hold R1, R2, L1, L2, R1, R2. Press up on the D-pad at the same time you hold them all down. The screen will shake. It goes zzz. Then you can select the question mark options, and that changes everything from one button fatalities to instant combos just by pressing whatever button you have, square or circle or triangle, whatever. It'll do any type of combo set for that. Automatic combos. The one button fatality is pretty cool. You can set boss down very high or very low strength. You can set yourself very high, very low strength. You can do a lot of things. You take bosses out altogether and have nothing more than just fighters there. But best game there. Worst game, Resident Evil Survivor. First person shooter Resident Evil was a terrible game. Sorry if you like it, because I don't care if you like it or not. I hated it. I got the Nemesis, but I kept dying at him, start all over again. It sucked. The first person wasn't that bad. But it was just the fact that they didn't really even try in the game. But enough of that. I only have about maybe 5-6 minutes left. I can't go on all of this. But then we had a Super Nintendo 64. Super Mario Sunshine. Star Fox 64. I mean, it's incredible, the games we had. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I mean, I can name games for hours. Big games that I like to play. The games I had fun with. Star Fox Explorer is a great game. Super Mario Sunshine. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask. My sister loved that one. I didn't really get into that one. My sister did. I got into Ocarina of Time. I mean, great games all around. 64 did a good job on that game. Next one, and Nintendo GameCube. Sadly, it wasn't as well known or well accepted. It should have been. The discs were smaller. I felt the game's pretty decent. It had 18-wheeler on there, and also had Turok on there. Had Super Mario. Had games like that on there. I think Super Mario Sunshine was actually on the GameCube. I think. Sorry guys, it's been a long time since I played these games. I know Sonic Battles is on there. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on there. Then we're getting into the PS2s, the Xboxes. The Xbox One was good. I didn't have an account in the first Xbox. It's an online account. I remember Microsoft 1 and 2, great games. The company that made them went out of business, of course. That's how it goes. Oh, so stuff don't sell, you don't make money, you don't have a job. That's how it goes. That being said, though, that's what it was. And the Microsoft 1 and 2 were good. Like I said, no, I didn't have a gold account. Halo 2 was okay. Halo's better. My main games on the Xbox I played, original one. Now we're getting into the 360. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, number 1 on the list. Halo 3 tied with number 1 with him. Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. Legends of WrestleMania. A lot of games here. Battlefield 4, I mean 3, sorry. Damn. Halo Reach was a good game. And ODST I didn't get much into. Halo 4 was good. Games like that were good. Xbox Live was okay. My negative on Xbox was Xbox Live. They nickel and dime you. You couldn't use your Netflix paying for it without having gold on there to use it. It sucked. But I only use that. I use the Zune music. I have a Zune player, so I use that, and that's pretty cool to me. I don't have one anymore. Next is PlayStation 3. Overall, better system, I think. Mag. Played a couple times, liked it, but people did not play by the rules. You know, they did the Call of Duty camping thing. They camped on their side of the thing, so you couldn't do anything. And all they did was shoot you full of holes. So the game didn't work as it was supposed to be. So everybody turned into one gigantic camping game. And so why Mag is useless now, because the game's only online only, no single player campaign. So guess what happens if you bought the game? Disc useless, and the servers are offline, so they can't return the game, so I won't even take it. Because it has no value to them. The company that made Mag is out of business. That's how it goes. That's why I'm worried about games like Titanfall and stuff. So anyway, though. Now, my favorite console to play in my own life, the console I have right now. And that's all I gotta do is bring up these fingers. 4. The PlayStation 4. Number 1 system I played in my life. Best console, best graphics ever. Now, granted, the games are not up there to par yet, But give them time, the game will be up there. The graphics are awesome. The price chat feature, the in-game chat feature is awesome. It's even better than the Xbox 360 version. I don't have a one. Probably won't get one for a while. Until they get rid of the stupid camera and lower the price down. Then I'm more than happy to buy one. Until then, I will not touch one. That's why I tell people I am not sitting here gonna be defending stuff I don't like or do like. Not my style. My style is this. The PS4 was an awesome system. Is an awesome system. And whatever happens 20 years down the road, if PlayStation falls apart like the Xbox fanboys say they are, then it's fine. But Battlefield 4 is a lot better game on there. Granted, it crashed twice yesterday. I had to re-download it again because it stayed down and got corrupted. Could be anything. Maybe when I was playing it, it jerked. Or maybe the save button didn't work. Or maybe when power went off a week and a half ago because we had that big cold spell. 6 degrees could have caused to jolt the power that could have affected the game's hard drive in the game. Who cares? It only happens in that game. So it's a software issue from EA. I sent them messages. No one knows what I think. So I should be smooth selling by now. But if not, I'll contact EA about it. But that's my systems, guys. I like. That's my systems I got the most fun of. All of them I had fun with, from Atari up to the PS4. All of them are great and dear to my heart. Please like this page and or subscribe to it. Write comments down below if you like it or not. And feel free to, send me messages, gamer tags on PlayStation ID. Hit you up, play some games. See you guys around.